Nerd YouTube. It's your boy Big Will. We're back with another episode of Life After Prison TV. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a man from, where else, Florida, Volusia County, who allegedly beat his wife and then bailed out a day later and went back in on a live tour. Unbelievable.
Look at the mother who was allegedly killed by her ex-husband in Deltona this morning. This is Ashley Vaya.
The Volusia County Sheriff's Office says that Samuel Vaya shot and killed Ashley before leading deputies on a chase and then turning the gun on himself. Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie has been looking into this for us today. And Hannah, the suspect was recently released from jail.
John Luann, it has only been 1 week since Samuel Vaya was bonded out of jail. He was arrested on March 23rd and charged with domestic violence battery against his ex-wife, Ashley Vaya. Ashley had actually filed a no-contact order against him.
So let me stop you right there for a minute. So what people don't understand, and what some may not understand unless they've been through it, is that when a woman gets a protection order, all that is a piece of paper, right? And if the man's served, he has to abide by it. He can't come in with so many feet of the woman. He can't contact her either directly or indirectly by third party. He can't relay messages. He can't text her. He can't have his friend call. No contact. Can't be in the same place. If the woman's somewhere and the man shows up, he's got to leave. Or vice versa, if he has the protection order on him against her, a stalker or anything like that. But if the man's somewhere in the supermarket and the girl shows up, he's got to leave. Right? But all that is a piece of paper, and it's not standing. It doesn't take effect unless they are served, unless they're physically served with a piece of paper. Okay? A sheriff's office, a police officer, a court officer, somebody has to hand you, the man or female, the keep away order. But again, all that is a piece of paper. In situations like this, a piece of paper is not going to protect nobody. It's not going to save nobody's life. In Massachusetts, we have former Boston Red Sox player Jerry Remy. His son had to be 15 years ago or so. Had a domestic case with his wife, and he bailed out of jail a few hours later and went back and unalived his wife. So in Massachusetts here, when somebody has a domestic assault charge, and somebody has been arrested for domestic violence, they get held on a dangerous hearing. At least 30 days up to 180 days. And it's to let the parties cool off and separate. And make sure that there's not going to be no violence. Let the man calm down. When you're in the heat of the moment and you're fighting and you say things to her and she says things to you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Especially when they're going through a separation or a divorce like these are, because allegedly she had cheated on him. There was infidelity. So that's why he allegedly assaulted her a week earlier. Now we won't know what's going, he will never be able to plead this case now because they're both deceased, right? But let's listen. This is 911 tape from the daughter who found the wife, who found her mother, the man's ex-wife.
Scared. I just heard the gunshots. I don't know. I heard glass shatter of windows. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't breathe.
That
That's Ashley Vaya's daughter calling 911 early Monday morning.
Have you spoken to your mom?
No, I don't know what she is.
Vaya's ex-husband, Samuel Vaya Jr., is accused of shooting and killing the 38-year-old mother of 3 in her Parma Drive home before taking off. Chopper video shows sparks fly as he runs over deputy-deployed spike strips. His SUV goes off the road, flipping over. A drone catching the moments SWAT closes in, finding Samuel Vaya with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He died at an area hospital. But
So you seen when the drone was following him and the helicopter was following him, when he hit the spike strips, you seen the sparks flying, he continued on straight. I believe that when he hit the spike strips, he knew that it was all over. He was going back to jail, he was getting caught, and that's when he shot himself. That's when the vehicle went off the road and tumbled down the hill. He shot himself and lost control, and he flipped over. You seen the sheriff's vehicle with the extended bar that pushes in the windows or it rips the door off. When someone has a gun and they are considered armed and dangerous, they'll use tactics like this. The bar in front, it's a push bar, or it's, you know, it usually pushes in doors or pulls doors off, depends on what they use in the front of the vehicle. They don't get so close until they find out what's going on. At this case, they found the man inside of the vehicle, allegedly with a self-inflicted gunshot wound, where he lay deceased too. You know, first and foremost, rest in peace to this woman. You know, 3 kids are now motherless and fatherless. In a case that could have been prevented, had they have just held him on a dangerous hearing and let things cool down. Maybe things would have had a different outcome. Maybe he would have contacted her from jail and she would have, excuse me, talked it over with him, and they would have, you know, maybe got some counseling. Who knows? Maybe he could have talked to a psychiatrist in the jail system while he was being held to see how his true feelings were, and that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to hold you and see what your mental psyche is like. Listen to your jail calls and see what's going on. In this case, they let him bond out, and he goes back a week later and unalives his children's mother. Come on.
just 1 week prior, Samuel Vaya was arrested and charged with domestic violence battery against Ashley, a loaded handgun tucked into his waistband at the time of his arrest.
Is there one in the chamber?
Samuel Vaya.
Is there one in the chamber? Yes. So he had already heard or you know, accused her or what have it that she was cheating on him, and he probably thought he was going to catch the guy there and, you know, probably would have killed the guy. I don't think he wanted to kill her at first, because he would have that night, right? But he didn't. He gets arrested. Now he gets arrested. Now he's pissed off. They find him with a gun. So what's that say? You let him bail out the next night? Give him a week to plan on the outside? Now he's embarrassed. He's been cheated on. He's hurt. He's crushed. He's emotionally crushed, and he's pissed because he got arrested? Thinking he's going to serve some time for beating her and having a loaded gun. And what do you think's going to happen? This is partly to blame on the sheriff's department for releasing him. You know, but it's all too late for what ifs and what haves, you know. Come on, let's listen.
Bailed out a day later. Conditions of his release included no contact with Ashley Vaya, and he couldn't be in possession of any firearms.
When someone really wants to harm you and hurt you,
Protection orders is literally just that. It's just an order.
Dr. Janie Lacey, a licensed psychotherapist, says women are at their highest risk of becoming domestic violence victims during post-separation and post-divorce periods.
It's not just women, it's men too. There are some women that are, psychotically loose, or some women who are just about that life and who will shoot a man or, play with guns or knives or, there are women who have killed their men or whatever, So it's not just about women are out there, but statistically women are at a higher rate of getting unalived from a man, There's no reason for a man to put his hands on a woman, period, unless he's defending himself, unless she attacks him and he's defending himself. And at that point, all you should do is really just hold her down, try and defuse the situation, because a man is so much physically stronger than a woman. I don't care if she works out when he don't or what. She may know martial arts or, what have you. It don't mean that if a man connects with a woman, she's not going out. You know what I mean? And they should have held him. Especially finding a loaded weapon on him a week earlier when they arrested him. Some men can't take the fact that a woman has betrayed them and embarrassed them that much. People are going to clown him. Oh, she cheated on you? That's the worst thing that can happen to a man, right? As a woman cheats on him and embarrasses him. But you know what? There's 8 billion people in this world. There's other women out there. And if you ain't got thick enough skin to be embarrassed by a woman when men embarrass women all the time, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. I was locked up for 2 years. What did my kid's mother do? My ex? She cheated on me. What did I do? Did I get out and beat the hell out of her? No, I got out and left her. Got out and found a new woman and left her. A better woman. A woman that's not going to cheat on me. Come on. Come on. But there are men out there like that have no self-confidence, they just can't handle it. They're so head over heels and wow, she's a pretty woman. Look at her. Rest in peace. Wow. Jeez. Blessings to her family. Prayers sent to them all. 3 kids don't have their mother. A young daughter had to find her mother deceased.
And if abuse goes unreported, statistically, it escalates.
Approximately 1 in 3 female will be homicide victims and that are killed by intimate partners.
I've spoken with a few of Ashley Via's family members on the phone tonight. Obviously, they are just heartbroken, but they're also angry. They want to know how Samuel Via was even able to make bail in the first place. They say Ashley's death could have been prevented. Live in Volusia County.
See what I tell you? Could have been prevented. How was he able to bail out? And law enforcement knows this. Statistically, 1 in 3 women are murdered by their spouse or lover. When a man goes to jail and he's got inmates in there, that bad energy, and they're talking, oh, she did that, oh, they're telling their story, and oh my God, it's what I did, I beat her up, and they're telling their story, and they're getting infused, she cheated on you, oh my God, what are you going to do? Their pride, it's so prideful. You gotta get on, I'm gonna kill this bitch. And he killed her, and look what happened. Killed himself. Couldn't handle, he was in jail for a day. Couldn't handle going back to jail for the rest of his life. Right? So he took the coward way out. Do I think he's a coward? Yes. Is it tragic? Should his life be ended? No. He should be sitting in jail right now just for beating her up. If he was sitting in jail right now on a dangerousness hearing, she would be alive and I wouldn't be making this video. There would be no news reports. There would have been a domestic abuse report from the police department, and that's it. A young girl wondered how to find her mother deceased from a gunshot wound. Something she'll never forget for the rest of her life. Well, let me know what you all think. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Should men be able to bail out all women on a domestic abuse case within 24 hours, or should they be held on a dangerousness hearing? Should they be seen by a jail psychiatrist to see what their mental mind frame is before they get out? And don't get me wrong, even that, some people are held on a dangerousness hearing, and they fool the jail system. Some people are emotionally detached from life that they can blank it right out. And they tell the psychiatrist, don't bother me. And they get out anyways, and they end up doing the same shit. Well, I know what you all think. It's your boy Big Will, Life After Prison TV. Rest in peace to all the victims. Prayer sent out to Ashley Via and her family and her children. Even Samuel, to his family. You know, his family lost a son and a brother, or, you know, what have you. You know, but women, if you are being abused, get help, seek help. Prevent this from happening. Life After Prison TV. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. If you or someone you know needs help with domestic abuse, pick up the phone. 1-800-799-7233. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. English speaking, Spanish speaking, in over 200 languages. No interpretation. If you or someone you know needs help, please reach out.